What is going on, everybody? Good afternoon. Welcome to Spike Kool-Aid for Thursday, December 15, 2022. Man, is it Sunday yet? Is it Sunday yet? Before I get this video, this live stream started, though, I got to say, man, I looked at my analytics and I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy, man. I wasn't happy at all. You know why? Because it said that 77% of the people who watch this channel are not subscribed. And if you're fans of the Detroit Lions, then hit the sub button. I don't know. I'm telling you, we the next best thing. We coming up. We coming up. We got Detroit Lions Forum, part of the team. He's going to be hosting his own show. And I'm on the lookout for more creators, but it's hard, man. You know, it's hard out here for your boy. Trying to get people to do content who got the same drive as you do. And I want to diversify it. Want to have some Red Wings. Want to have some Pistons. Shout out to the Pistons, man. Did their thing last night. Shout out to the Pistons. I want to bring the Michigan sound, the Michigan talk in, the Michigan State, whatever, right? It's a lot for one man to do. And I'm just one man. I know I seem like a superhero, but I'm just one man. And I need some help. So I'm calling for you to subscribe to the channel if you keep watching. The rule is if you keep coming back, if this is your third time here, you got to sub. You know I got a rule. I was real stingy with my subscriptions too back in the day before I became a creator. I was very, very stingy with my subscriptions. What I do now is if I binge watch a person and I'm looking for their videos or I keep going back, I just hit the sub button. You know, you might during the off season you might not ever come back, but as soon as the season hit, you come on back. So hit the sub button, man. Hit the sub button, man. Because 77%, that ain't cool, bro. If y'all was hitting the sub button, we'd be at a rack right now. So help your boy out, man. But listen, it's a slow news day out here in Detroit Lionsville. It's a very slow news day. Today is the day that the assistant coaches and stuff like that, they get in front of the media. And we had Aaron Glenn. He said something today that was kind of cool. And Ben Johnson got in front of the media, so I'm sure Deuce Staley will be coming up soon. And then we're on to the New York Jets. Now, you know what's funny? What's up, Zay? What's going on, Patty, David, Dylan? What's up, man? Hey, Dylan, bro. Hey, the Bears game is looking less and less likely, bro. The whole family want to go now. Last time I checked, them tickets was $100 a piece. So I might be at the crib, man. But I think I'm going to invest in season tickets real soon. Detroit Lions Forum, what's going on, man? Well, I was just literally talking about you. How you were going to be hosting your own show soon. So that is what Dylan said, $200 a piece. Dylan, hold on, man. Hold on, bro.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. If they $200 a piece, right? Last time I checked, they were $107. Wow, that is tough. Well, then somebody cue up to Sarah McLachlan, bro, because we going to be at the house. I can't. No. My son said he wanted to go. I asked my wife. I couldn't leave her out. She said, well, sure, I'll go. I was like, And see, for me, I got to have them win one of these next two games. So what I was going to do is when the Bears, when we play the Jets, if we beat the Jets, we're 7-7. Even if we lose to the Carolina Panthers, we're going in facing the Bears with a lot on the line. And I wanted to be there, but I should have known that was going to be swamped. Tickets yeah, I know, bro. I know. So, yeah, I might just be at the house. But next year, man, I'm thinking about investing in some season tickets for next year. But you know what, y'all? Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. What's up, Orlando? What's going on, Nate? What's going on? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I get these like epiphanies, man. I get these gut feelings. And I got a gut feeling. Y'all. First of all, if you're watching this back on playback, I'm going to need you to hit that subscribe button. We sitting at 861 subscribers, trying to get to 1,000 like everybody else. But the thing is, 77% of the people who watch this channel, y'all not sub. And you know you keep coming back. So don't play no more. Just hit the sub button. I would appreciate that. I got a feeling, y'all. I got a feeling like the Black Eyed Peas that the Detroit Lions are going to the playoffs. I just do, man. Now, last time I had this feeling was last year, It didn't work out. It wasn't about the playoffs, though. It was about a game. But I'm looking, man. I'm looking at this team. I'm looking at this year. And I'm not saying we're going to just run these teams over. I'm not saying we're going to overlook these teams. But I think that the Detroit Lions are going to do something that has not been done in the last 62 years. I think they're going to start 1-6 and make the playoffs. I am speaking it into existence. The reason I say that, this team is firing on all cylinders. Did you know that Jamison Williams, if I read it correctly, had like the fastest run or something like that of the week, and he wasn't even running at full speed? We're just now opening things up. Ben Johnson said today that the vertical threats are allowing the underneath stuff to get open. Now, he would like to see the run game improve this week. I think the Lions are going to the playoffs. Dylan said, I looked, no team has started 1-6 to make the playoffs. Well, Dylan, that's not entirely true. In 1970, the Cincinnati Bengals made the playoffs. However, the league was a lot different back then. There was less games, there was less teams. But since the merger, in 1978, I believe, is when something happened and we went up to more games. No team has done it. Just listen, y'all. I'm not on the Kool-Aid. I'm speaking, look how this is playing out. Since then, no. You're right. You are correct. Since then, no. Now, I watch Good Morning America, and everyone seems to think the Lions have a really good chance to make the playoffs except Kyle Brandt, which is surprising because usually when I watch, he's pro-Lions. But he's saying, we're not going to do it. All the hype that's around us, but it's not like empty hype. It's legitimate hype, y'all. This team is, if you look at what we've done since we started 1-6, it just so happens we fired, well, not just so, that was done on purpose. We fired Aubrey Pleasant. We traded away T.J. Hawkinson. A players-only defensive players-only meeting. Since then, everything about the Lions have gone up. And I'm thinking, yeah, the Jets are tough. This is the National Football League. The Jets are tough. Their defense is top tier. Their offense, though, not a well-oiled machine. They got Garrett Wilson. Their star running back went down, but they got a dude that's picking up the slack. I had a gut feeling today. I said, listen, this is setting up. We were on Hard Knocks. We started. What was the message that Dan Campbell was preaching during Hard Knocks? What did he say him and Brad Holmes wanted? What did he say? He said, we can and we will. He said that they wanted guys that could fight through adversity. That adversity came at the beginning of the season. Dan Campbell, I will say this, while everybody, meaning myself, was talking about whether his job was secure, he just stayed the course. Stayed the course. It got so bad that Sheila Hamp Ford had to come out and say something. Look at how this stuff is shaping up, y'all. We start off, I think we're 1-5 at the time, somewhere around there. Sheila Hamp Ford shows up at practice to show her support. We fire Aubrey Pleasant. We trade away T.J. Hawkinson. They have a defensive players-only meeting. Next thing you know, we go on a tear. And listen, our only loss in the past 6 games have come against a team that is now 10-3, and we lost by 3 to a team that was selected before the season started to go to the Super Bowl. I have a feeling that the Detroit Lions are going to the playoffs. Because let's think about it, y'all. Why would they crumble? What's going to make the Detroit Lions crumble? Just think about it. Now, I'm not trying to pump your head with the hopium. Hopium was a big phrase last year. I'm not trying to pump your head. But a lot of creators are scared to say it. I don't mind being wrong. But our adversity came at the beginning of the season, right? If you look at it, we're as healthy as we've been. We beat the Packers. We beat the Bears. We beat a lot of teams. And we lost to a team that is dominating, if I'm not mistaken, first place in the AFC by 3 points. I'm not trying to sound arrogant or be arrogant. I'm a Detroit Lions fan. But at the same time, what is going to stop our team? Think about it. I'm not saying we can be stopped or we can't be stopped because it's any given Sunday, right? And I actually said that I see a loss somewhere in here. It's just one of them days, man, where stuff ain't going right. But if you think about it, what is going to stop us? Seriously, everything has picked up. We got Jameson Williams. We've been waiting all year for him. We saw what he could do. Stretch the field. DJ Chark is healthy. And after 2 games, I'm ready to re-sign this guy. He put up another 90-plus yard game. My main factor for re-signing DJ is the fact that we're paying him anyway. So he might as well be on the team. Get a rookie wide receiver. I'm telling you, man, I have a feeling that this team is going to make it. It's shaping up to, it's almost like a dream, man. How this season is literally, we are 1 game away from mirroring the beginning half of the season. We started 1-6. At that exact point, we shifted. We've gone, if we can beat the New York Jets, we're 6-1. A mirror image of each other. We'll come down to a 3-game season. I have a feeling the Detroit Lions are going to the playoffs. And I am not going to waver. I'm going to sit there. Now, I will reflect you now. We're going to talk about something, man. And this is going to blow your mind. We're going to talk about it after this. But let me know what you think. I asked this question last week in a segment. If you had to pick, do the Lions make the playoffs? Let me know what you think. Yes or no. There's no in between. There's no if. There's nothing. We have 4 games left. We currently sit 1 game under 500, 6-7. Do the Detroit Lions make the playoffs? It's a yes or no answer. Put yourself out there and make a decision. What's up, Lions Forum? Dylan says, do you think Aaron Rodgers plays if he's out of the playoffs the last game? Dylan, that's a real good question because does he want to stick it to the Lions? You never know, man. Aaron Rodgers could get bundled up and shipped off somewhere. They could literally start the Jordan Love era. They might have already started it. But I'm going to tell you what we don't want to happen. We want the Green Bay Packers to lose this weekend. We do not want the Green Bay Packers to have a slither of life. I'm trying to tell you. You don't want to give that team, as washed as they are, as beat up as they are, that's all he needs. All Aaron Rodgers needs is a slither. We do not, they need to be 5-9 this weekend. Now, I do have some news for y'all. All right? The NFC is tightening up. I did some research last night, and if I'm not mistaken, I talked to a guy last night. He said that the Rams are eliminated with a Seahawks win. I thought it took a Rams loss and a Seahawks win. But let's just go with me. If the Random says, Grid, you're killing me. Why am I killing you? Why am I killing you, Random? If the Seahawks win and the Rams lose, the Rams are eliminated from playoff contention. This thing is about to tighten up. Mathematically excluded is best for Green Bay. Even with the loss this weekend, the best, if they lose this weekend, and I want to say, because they'll drop to, if they lose this weekend, the best they could be is 8-9. With the proper combination of wins, they might be able to be eliminated, but I don't think so just yet. It's going to take a lot of, I'm not sure. I don't know what the tiebreakers and in-betweens are. Green Bay, this is how it essentially is. The Green Bay Packers can't afford to lose any. I believe that when they lose on Sunday, if they lose on Sunday, they're eliminated or very close. With the right combination of wins by other teams, they're done, right? We can afford to lose 1. We could have afforded to lose 2 if the Washington Commanders didn't tie. And remember that whole conversation we were having the other day about a tie equals two ties equals a loss and all that stuff? We were all saying the same thing. Somebody said it in the chat. We're all saying the same thing. I can't support you wanting the Rams to keep winning. Well, first of all, Randall, where did you hear me say that at all? Where did you hear me say that at all? I have always said and will say right now that I said if the Rams making their winning helps us make the playoffs, give me playoffs all day long. That's what I said. I am going to take, and random, bro, I'm about to snipe everybody. I'm going to snipe you in this chat, bro. Like, I'm real touchy today. I'm not dealing with, we're not talking about draft position, bro. I'm not going to hear it. I'm not going to hear it. You know what I saw yesterday for the first time? I know I'm late, about a year behind. I saw the Deion Sanders series with Jackson State. I watched a few episodes. They're on YouTube. James Houston wanted to play linebacker. Deion Sanders and the coach told him, listen, we're trying to make you great. Listen to what we're telling you. We want to put you on the end. He thought he was better. James thought he was better than the linebackers on the team. He humbled himself. He listened. He got put on the edge, and look at him now. I am so ready to be done. You know what? Let's do this. Again, if you're watching this, subscribe to the channel. We're almost there. You know what? Let's get us to 900. 77% of y'all watching this channel are not subscribed. And if you're a Detroit Lions fan, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. So subscribe to the channel, please. Listen. The Detroit Lions have a chance to make the playoffs. And I am going to, hold on. All right, I had to stop that segment. My man said whatever, forgot me speaking it gets you, random. First of all, that I don't care nothing about your opinion, bro. What I care about is the weak mindset and mentality that we have as Lions fans. I can't wait to this. You know what, y'all watching out there? I got people in the chat talking about that I have a problem. And I have a problem with losers and loser mentality. Now, when I say loser, I don't know what you are in your life, but I know what my football team has been for years. I know that we have been the mockery of the NFL, and I know that I cannot wait until this Stafford pick is done because then y'all can relax. I said this to you last week. A lot of you Lions fans, you want your cake and eat it too. You wanted to root for the LA Rams. But next time when they ask you where you're from, you're going to tell them Detroit City. A city of winners, a city of hard workers, and a city where we would give anything to win. I cannot wait until the Stafford pick is over, so you cannot have your cake and eat it too. I want you to tell Isaiah Buggs, Aiden Hutchinson, forget that Rams pick. Tell them you want them to lose. Tell them don't win because we want a better draft pick. I don't understand why we keep having the same conversation. Y'all get fed all of this stuff from these creators talking about draft pick. Todd McShay said today, I don't know if I believe him. I don't know if I believe him. He said that Jalen Carter got character issues. I don't know. I don't know the guy. That's for somebody else. That's for somebody else to tell. What I'm saying is we need to win. We need to win. I don't care about your opinion of not wanting the Rams to win so that we can have their pick. If the Rams winning, because guess what, everybody in the chat? Everybody, do you think the LA Rams give a care about where they're picking? If it's up to Les Need, he gonna do everything possible to win games. You think he's trying to gift you Even though they came off a Super Bowl, he's trying to give the Lions a top 10 pick. Now, he probably stuck in there. I don't understand this. It frustrates me, Lions fans, because we are used to losing. And we get to rely on the Rams pick. Well, guess what? Brad Holmes used that Rams pick and got Jameson Williams. I've been hearing that this is the only time that we're going to have this type of, we're going to have this 2 picks in the top in the first round. I get what y'all want. I understand. I completely understand. But what I'm saying is whenever it helps my team win, which is making them make the playoffs, because guess what? If we face the Minnesota Vikings in round 1 in the wild card round at US Bank Stadium, I think we win this game. This is what you said, Random Dancing. You said, I'm killing you. I said, why? Wanting the Rams to win. I never said that. I said, I want them to win if it helps my team make the playoffs. Because unlike some of you guys, I don't care about that draft pick at all. I don't care about it. I don't care where we pick. It's Brad Holmes' job to get the best guy at that position. If he's picking 17th, it's his job to do what he did. It's his job. That's not my job. My job is to root for my team and want them to win. His job is to get the best players at the position or trade up or do whatever. Y'all acting like that this guy, this pick in the top 10 is going to change all of a sudden we're going to win the Super Bowl next year. My issue is I don't care what you're rooting for. I was disgusted. I was disgusted when the Lions Twitter almost imploded because our draft was ruined because the Rams won a game. What did you think they were supposed to do? What did you think they were going to do? Baker Mayfield won NFC Player of the Week. His 48 hours with the LA Rams. That's what we always do. We're worried about the draft. We're complaining about where we pick. The audacity of Lions fans last year, mad because we won a game. And we still got the guy we wanted. We have to get over. I don't care about the Rams. I don't care about the Rams. That is my problem, Random Dancing. Your opinion will get you sniped because this is my channel and I don't want to hear it. That's all that was. And snipe meant a 5-minute timeout. If you don't like what I say, you don't have to watch. And that goes for anybody. I'm not trying to talk down on y'all. I am sick of losing. I am sick of us thinking that losing equals winning. It does not. It does not. Building the right foundation with the proper players builds winning. Haven't we lost enough, y'all? Haven't we seen enough that we think, oh my God, nobody was screaming when we traded our 32nd and 34th pick for Jameson Williams. Nobody was, oh no, we don't. Nobody. Last year, it was despicable, y'all. This Detroit Rams stuff was disgusting to me. It was blasphemy. I want to root for Stafford, so I'm going to buy a Detroit Rams. And this year, oh, you know what? Stafford got his championship. Let me ask you something. Stafford, did he come back to Detroit after, and did he have a parade on Woodward? In his speech, while y'all was rooting for the Detroit Rams and Stafford to get his tutty, right? His championship. Did he thank Detroit anywhere in there? Stafford was tired of losing. He got out. Shouldn't we be too? And I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your opinion is. If you are fine with losing and you think that this draft pick is going to change our future for the next 20 years and it's going to turn us into winners, then you don't really know what you're talking about. That's all I have to say about that. Now, if your feelings aren't hurt, subscribe to the channel, man. I don't really ask for it, but I'm asking for it now. Because 77% of y'all ain't subscribed. If your feelings hurt, I understand. But if they not, hit the button, man. Hit the button. Because you ain't gonna get wishy-washy on this channel. Subscribe to Syndicate Sports Detroit. Again, I'm not trying to down anybody. I'm not trying to talk down on anybody. I have been losing since watching this team lose since Barry Sanders. I have seen great people walk away from this team. I have seen arguably the best quarterback we've ever had leave because he was tired of losing. When it comes to what the Rams can do for my team, if they can help my team get into the playoffs in 2022, that's all I care about. I don't care about where the Rams are picking. I don't care that do you know when we sat there and watched the Jaguars eliminate the Colts from playoff contention last year? Do you know that when the world was talking about us celebrating our first win of the season, because Lions fans, this is how I feel. This is how I feel. Remember, how many of us are old enough to remember 0-16? Put in the chat. Just give me a thumbs up. Were you around? Did you watch the 0-16 season? Did you watch it? Do you remember Calvin Johnson? As great as he is, couldn't get us a single win. Do you remember Dan Orlovsky being out of the end zone? Do you remember the blackouts? Cell phones was brand new with the smart boys. Getting text messages that the Lions done lost another one because we couldn't watch our own games. And do you remember sitting in front of the TV, week 17, saying, please win this game? Because what happens if we don't, people? We are in the history books, the first team in the 16-game season to lose every single game. That losing got us Matthew Stafford. And we couldn't win a thing with him. I'm not for it. I'm not for losing. I'm over losing. Winning feels good. Period. All this hype surrounding our team is because we're winning. All these bandwagon creators and fans is because we're winning. Who remembers sitting in week 13 in 2021, no timeouts, Jared Goff, 90-yard drive to win us our first game in walk-off fashion? Who remembers Justin Tucker kicking the longest field goal in NFL history? Losing stinks. And all of this because of a Rams comment about rooting for them to listen. If it helps my team win this year, I'm all for it. Y'all really on that today? Darren, how are you, my friend? The mindset of Detroit Lions fans, man, some of them, it just bothers me is all. It's like y'all okay with losing. Okay, that's good, man. We don't even have to go back to last year. Let's go to 6 weeks ago when we was 1-6. The whole world was laughing at us. Yeah, exactly. Winning begets more winning. Losing only begets losing. And you know what? For him, a loser's mentality, bro. You know what I saw? I go back to Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders was great. You think he think about losing? Deion Sanders was great. Losing ain't something he do. Bro, I wasn't gonna ban you, bro. I wasn't gonna ban you. Here's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when I heard I could have misread, my thing is this, bro. When it comes to this Rams thing, it bugs me. It bugs me. I am ready for this Stafford thing. When this happens in April, with the 4th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select, bam, it's over. The Stafford connection ends. We can stop all this, what the Rams are doing. If the Rams had no connection to the Detroit Lions, I would still want them to help my team get in. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all remember 2014, right? 2014, it's January 2015. You're sitting at a friend's house. You're sitting at the family. The whole family is huddled around the TV. The 2014 Detroit Lions are doing their thing against the Dallas Cowboys at their house. Wow. Your heart is racing. Your stomach is turning because you've seen this before. We haven't won a playoff game in 20-something years. Could this be it? What happens? 7 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, we're up. The infamous no pick up the flag, Dez on the field. Y'all know the rest, right? The next week, the Dallas Cowboys go into Lambeau to face the Green Bay Packers, who I believe had a bye week. And as much as I can't stand the Packers, I wanted them to win because I was sick that team, the Dallas Cowboys, made it to the playoffs. The infamous catch, no catch. And how ironic it was that the Dallas Cowboys lost in questionable fashion. Was it a catch? According to the rule book, Dez, it was not. Period. You know why I know? Because I've seen it. The Calvin Johnson rule. It was not a catch. You had to survive the ground, Dez. You didn't do that. The next week, the Green Bay Packers go to, it was called whatever the Seattle spot, the 12th man, whatever it was called at the time. Seattle was down big. Very little time left in the 4th quarter. Soon as they beat the Cowboys, I was anti-Packers again. I wanted revenge for my team any way possible. And oh my God, how great did it feel to see the Dallas Cowboys crumble last year in the playoffs? You got to let the ref place the ball. Whatever it takes for my team to win now, that's what I'm for. So that's it. So this ain't directed 100% at you, Random Gaming. This comes from years of hearing fans chant for us to tank. I despise the word. I think it's sickening. And I think that any NFL player, if you walked up to them in their face and say, hey, man, you know, we're going to need you to lose so you can guarantee that nobody gets this draft pick. And not only that, they still got the guy they wanted, people. If you think any of these NFL players are thinking about losing, you're out of your mind. That's all I'm saying, bro. And it ain't even directed towards you. I'm just sick of tanking. I'm sick of the Stafford connection. I'm sick of it all. I want it to be over. Because we're relying on Stafford's pick to make us a better team. Why are we doing that? Who cares what they're doing? Unless it helps my team win today. Who cares what they're doing? That's my thing. And then I had to sit there and watch the Detroit Rams and Stafford take over the Detroit media. See, I live close to the city. I'm from Detroit. I live outside Detroit. My mama lives in Detroit. We had to watch Stafford, who plays 3,000 miles away, take over our city because we're sitting at home. I'm over it. That's what you hear. Now, I've missed a lot of y'all comment section. Darn, I'm glad everything is cool. Patty says I almost broke my TV that day. See, I was sitting at a Cowboy fan's house. We used to work at Best Buy together, and we were talking smack, just light riffraff back and forth. And he invited me over. I went over, and I watched the game. And it was so disheartening because he like, the game was over, and we're winning, and he can't believe it. And I'm like, dude, we have to finish this game. We all know what happened. And I left his apartment super deflated. Still remember how I feel. Just sat in the car for a minute. I still remember. I still remember 0-8. I still remember Dan Orlovsky running out the back of the end zone. I still remember the beast that was Calvin Johnson being a non-factor in helping us win games because this team was so bad in 2008. The Jacksonville Jaguars, 2 consecutive first overall picks. They're a smidget better. I'm ready for this connection to be done so we can move on. We can get rid of Stafford. Stafford's a memory. Go in the record books, greatest Detroit Lion, blah, blah, blah. The whole connection, whatever. These guys, including the LA Rams, are trying to win games. What they're doing today has the possibility to help us for the next more years version of today. Okay, Sam, that's true. But you know what helps more than that? Winning. Building a winning culture. Winning does. Charlie Sheening. Winning. And then you get people to come play here that you don't have to overpay. Helps us for the next couple of years. The playoffs. The playoffs would help this team more than Jalen Carter. I'm sorry. And Ndamukong Suh. Well, how far did we get? I'm glad you caught that, Mr. Poole. I don't understand this. I can't get it, bro. I just don't. If the Rams have to beat the Seattle Seahawks for us to get in the playoffs, beat the Seahawks. I don't want to sit again in January. Do you realize that the offseason is our season? Can we be better, people? My channel grew 5,000 subscribers on Hope alone. I've grown 2,000 since the team has taken the field. Who in this chat? This is out. Listen, it'll be peaceful. Don't leave. Don't run away. I won't snipe you. Who in this chat want if the Rams are going to give up the 4th pick for the 5th pick and we get in the playoffs, or they win, we get the 4th pick and we miss out on the playoffs, which one do you want? It's a safe space for the next 5 minutes. It's a safe space for the next 5 minutes. I'm not sold on any draft pick. I'm not hearing any game-breaking talent. QBs getting love as always, but Anderson and Carter aren't players of recent years. Parkinson, Williams, Sauce, etc. I don't think there's any question we will be a free agent destination. But Jeff, that doesn't happen at 1-6, and this is not directed toward you. A lot of this is entertainment, y'all. I have a job to do. I'm entertaining. I am. But that doesn't happen at 1-6. We're overpaying for Trey Flowers. We're overpaying for Justin Coleman. We're overpaying for Jamie Collins. That doesn't happen at 1-6. And a lot of y'all listen, you cannot take a lot of this stuff personal. This is a show. You see, It says Detroit Lions Spike Kool-Aid Show. I can't just sit around and say, now on today's episode of Spike Kool-Aid, we're gonna talk about the Detroit Lions and how the Rams' loss would help them with a better draft pick. And now, commercial break. This is entertainment, y'all. I have a job to do. It's more defensive tackles. Detroit Lions Forum says Big V. My bad, Grid. That was spell check. Yeah, Eric. So as far as yesterday, bro. Yesterday, like I said, y'all. I look, y'all hear some swag. Y'all hear some swag, bro. You know them guys that they used to be timid, kind of, right? Introverts or whatever, which I kind of am. You don't know if you belong in this space. You don't know if you can do this because you don't know, right? You just hear. I had to talk about the Minnesota Vikings, bro. But it ended yesterday, and I'm gonna tell you what. Over the last week or how many days? 3 days. I ain't heard nearly as much yap from the Jets fans. None at all. As a matter of fact, there's not been a single Jets person that said anything to me in any of my videos. Yes, now, Sid says, I don't care about anything except making the playoffs. If we don't, then I hope for a better draft position for our season isn't over. Far from it. Playoffs. You don't have to, and you know what? I'm not saying you are, Sid, but you don't have to agree with me. I'm not trying to make this, the it goes the way I want it to go. But when people start talking about losing, it grinds my gears. I hate it losing in basketball. I'm not a sore loser. I just don't like it. I don't like it. And with the game of football, y'all, it's very different for me. The game of football isn't like basketball. You don't have 82 games, 162 like in baseball. They playing every day, twice on Sunday. Every day, it's 2 games in a day. Sometimes it ain't like hockey where it's a game every other day. We have 17 chances. It is so precious. These weeks are so precious that if you start 0-2, there have only been what did they say? 28%? Only, I can't remember. I looked it up earlier when the Lions were 0-1 when they lost to the Eagles. Football is so, you have to grab it. You have to seize the moment. That 0-2 means that your playoff percentage is super low. One team, 0-4, has made the playoffs. The 1992 San Diego Chargers. I'm about winning, y'all, and nothing else. There's a difference between being a sore loser and being about winning. And I just think that this team is starting to change our mentality. And I think we have to change too. Now, yeah, I wanted people fired next year. If Dan Campbell was still making the same dumb mistakes he was making at the beginning of the year in year 2, yep, I was going to have to consider it in year 3. When James Houston makes the team, I was feeling some type of way because every draft pick is critical. And our defense was horrible. We spent a defensive draft pick. And, well, what do you know? What do you know? As a matter of fact, let's do this. And now, 8 weeks later, I want my team. My team is winning, and I want them to go to the playoffs. And they all staying. Everybody's staying. That's we in a win business, y'all. NFL. What have you done for me lately? We want to win, period. I want to win. King says, I had the Lions at 7 wins this year, over doubled their wins last year. Anything beyond is gravy. On top of that, 7 wins, we finally get Matt Patricia off our back. Something the Lions have never done under Matty P. Won 7 games. What's up, Charles? Says there is no room for error. Day off day, Lions playoff bond. Let's go. And I started the show. Again, y'all, if you ain't sub to the channel, sub, man. 77%. If you like the show, subscribe to the channel. We got more coming. Detroit Lions Forum, own show. It's happening. Hutch is sick. That's right. Hutch was not at practice today. He was not at practice. Little bug. I woke up this morning, thought I had the Rona. Until you get the Rona, you think everything is the Rona. Then you get the Rona, you still think everything is Rona. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's a sickness or what. T-Stay Cole says he might not play. Well, I am going to say today's Thursday. He got 72 hours to get it together, right? And if Jeff Okudah played on half a lung, then so is Aiden Hutchinson. Ain't nothing. He not gonna play in this game unless he absolutely cannot. 99%, 99 Rams got no respect. Got a no respect schedule just like the Lions, and it came from nowhere with the Super Bowl win. Too early in the week to make assumptions. What's up, Antoine? Saw that you subscribed the other day, big dog. It's been a long time, my friend. Hope all is well. You see your boy, man. I'm like Busy Bone. Nobody can stop me, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you. But listen, I said something at the beginning of the year. I said something at the beginning of the year, and it's crazy how this thing is working out. It's crazy how this thing is working out. Does anybody, Mr. Poole, you was there. Y'all remember my record prediction? Y'all remember when we did our record prediction back in May? What did I say? I said the Lions would go into the second half of the season and go on a run. Do you know that the only difference in the schedule that I predicted thus far, with 4 games left, there's one difference. One. The Seattle Seahawks, I had us winning. I had us losing to the Green Bay Packers. We flipped them. Lions Mania, I had us 9-8. We make the playoffs, number 2 in the division. The only game that is different right now is those 2. What's up, Miami Dolphins Syndicate? What's going on, man? Says go Dolphins. Now, for the remainder of the season, this is what I had happen. I had us losing to the Bills. So, y'all remember this. It's on Detroit Lions Syndicate around May when the schedule came out. I had us winning 5 out of the last 6. I had us losing to Green Bay on the road week 18. That is crazy. So I got us winning, losing. But I might flip that to winning, a.k.a. Charlie Sheeney. I got Tua starting in fantasy. Make sure that dude don't freeze. Hey, I never freeze. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Dolphins and Bills playing in the snow Saturday night. Should be fun. Yeah, I heard it was another snowstorm or something. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy about all that snow. It's crazy. But listen, none of this stuff is personal, y'all. I'm not that type of guy. I'm not going to get personal over a team. These are just like your opinion. I do respect your opinion. For me, it just, I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of my team being a punching bag. Feels good to see them punching back. Hit the one in the middle. He's getting killed out there. No. He's not getting killed. He's getting mad. That's what I want. That's what's happening right now. You ain't so bad. You ain't nothing. That's what my team is saying right now. My team is saying that. Thoughts on Sauce? He good. Jared Goff has to be careful. But Sauce is only one man. And wherever he is, maybe Jared doesn't throw his way. I don't know. But Sauce can only get to one person. The key to this game is Jared Goff. That's what the key to this game is. Another turnover-free game, smart decisions with the football. We get our run game going. I mean, we got Jamison Williams. We got Amon-Ra who going to eat that middle up. We got Josh Reynolds. A lot of people don't account for him. Like Barry always said, act like you've been there. I think our Lions will lose one more game, but not against the Jets. I'm referring to the regular season for any smart behinds. Come on, independent. You know we keep it clean, Chad Big Dog. But I said that as well. I just hope that it ain't the Green Bay Packers. I hope it ain't the Packers with something on the line. And I'm called, you heard it here first. You heard it here first. If the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers are 8-8 in week 17, we will be the 272nd game of the NFL season, a.k.a. Sunday Night Football Week 18. The winner goes to the playoffs. I believe that's our last chance to be flexed. Because I don't think they flex us. Well, they're not going to flex us this Sunday. They're not going to flex us next Sunday because we play on Saturday. And I don't see us flexing. They're not going to flex us against the Bears, I don't think. This game scares me for Goff, to be honest. He needs to prove a cold weather game. Not saying he can't, but needs to see it. Well, you know what, Eric? I can't disagree with you. I go back to the Giants game. It wasn't as cold. That was about a little over a month ago, right? So the weather is supposed to be decent. I'm worried about, not to say that I'm bypassing any of these teams, but I'm worried about that Packers game. Lions Mania. What's the deal, bro? What's the deal, man? Oh. I almost said something. I had to catch myself. The Packers game for sure is going to be scary. Yep, in Lambeau. The Lions agree playing something. Joseph says no flex. Yeah, I don't think we get flex. I think the only time we do is if the Lions and Packers are 8-8 and the winner goes to the playoffs, that game will be flexed. The Packers game is one fake. Sorry, I didn't know you considered that a. Oh yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool. Y'all don't have to apologize, y'all. It's a lot of y'all first time here. The only reason I do that, man, is because we got people who watch, and some people might not like that, and you know. So I appreciate y'all understanding. Can't let the Packers catch you up. Hey, Antoine, we can't let none of these teams catch us because the Carolina Panthers playing some good football, and guess what? Listen, the Carolina Panthers are playing they done won 3 in a row. And everybody, we're going to beat the – hey, we got to go to Bank of America Stadium. And guess what? The Carolina Panthers are very much alive to win the NFC South. Somebody underneath 500 will be in the playoffs and will have a home game. How abysmal is that? I don't think the NFL will ever change that. But we've seen worse. Remember the Carolina Panthers? 7-8-1, and they hosted a home game. Right now, the Carolina Panthers are very much alive because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers played the Cincinnati Bengals. The Buccaneers are about to be 6-8. And very well, there could be a 3-way tie at the end of this week of 3 NFC South teams at 6-8. But I think that would mean that the New Orleans Saints have to lose. And the Saints are trying to win. Aaron's got his contentions ready for this Sunday. So I started this show saying, is it going to be a snow? No, D-Mac, it's not going to be. It's not going to be. I think the weather is supposed to be pretty decent. I started this show off saying that I just got a gut feeling, man, that we make the playoffs. I don't care. I'll take that back. If I'm right about the 9-8 prediction and we make the playoffs, then that might be my Thanos moment. But I promise, no matter how much I'm right, my head will never get that big. However, we still got a lot of work to do. We got the New York Jets in front of us. Defense is scary. Their ranks are crazy. But they're 7-6 for a reason. They can be beat. They're not the powerhouse juggernaut team we thought they were 4 weeks ago. They're on a 2-game losing streak. The Detroit Lions are on a 2-game winning streak. Something's going to give. The Jets are going to lose 3 in a row. The Lions are going to win 3 in a row. Or a streak will be made either way. Yeah, hey, Code, I don't want to lose a game either. I know, Mr. Poole, you said something about Jared Goff's away stats. They're not that great. They're not great at all. I do want him to get one more touchdown at home against the Bears. That'll be, I think, his first major stat with the Detroit Lions. And I'm going to say this too, man, and we'll wrap it up. I saw, first of all, the Detroit Lions, like, media production team, they need to have, like, awards for digital content because I think they're some of the best in the business. I've seen other teams' creations of putting stuff together, but the Detroit Lions, man, they will make this team will be 0-14, and you would think that they'll win the next game. Phenomenal. I watched the, behind the scenes that they released earlier today. Fantastic. But the point of me bringing that up is that Jared Goff was in the huddle, and they told him, Dan Campbell told him to tell Panay, don't get cute. Get the first down, stay in bounds. But then they showed the locker room celebration at the end. And this task goes back, y'all, to while I was going off on my rant about winning. Jared Goff came from, his first year was abysmal. You could call the Rams a winning organization, right? Took his team to the Super Bowl. Got a lot of slack in the trade. We talked about that in depth yesterday, but something, I had seen this, but it sunk in harder today. Jared Goff told the guys to calm down. And he said, he's, hey, it feels different, right? It feels different. And the command that he was taking, saying, feels different. Like, this is what winning feels like. Feels different from getting your first win in week 13. It feels different from, than losing on a field goal. So, again, y'all, none of this is personal. I'm just tired of losing. I'm sick of losing. I'm over it. Winning is all I want to do. Y'all remember the song, man? Jamie Foxx, T.I., and Justin? I want to win no matter what, period. So, this is the last time I'll see y'all, man, until the postgame show. Let's keep this going. Let's get to 500. Let's have another week of every team. Let's have another week of the bandwagon. We're going to have to go to Avis and get another bandwagon because it's filling up. Yes, Dylan, I am. No, but it's Thursday, bro. So Friday, I have to get my car done. Yes, I do. For 2 weeks now. It's been, the scheduling has been horrible. And then Saturday, there is no show, and then Sunday. This is a big game. If the Lions win, there is a huge difference between 6-8 and 7-7. A huge difference. There's very little room for error right now, but there is zero room if we lose a game. Once that 8th loss comes, we have no room. We already need a ton of help. Nick says, nah, we'll see you tomorrow. Nick, you know what, bro? I see what you did there. I wish you would see me tomorrow if I stream from the dealership. They got phenomenal Wi-Fi at the dealership, man. So I'm actually about to record my preview video that nobody watches, by the way. But listen, again, y'all, this channel is coming along. It's coming along. And I'll be 44 next year. I got goals, man. And I'm not trying to I'm trying to bring people up with me. I've always had a vision. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gonna see it happen. Y'all are going to see it happen. It's happening now. That's why I need y'all to subscribe to this channel, man. We got Detroit Lions Forum joining the team. I'm not going to tell you what day. I'll let him tell you that when he's ready to on his channel. And I am looking for creators of integrity. We got a channel that's about to officially be monetized next week, the Denver Broncos Syndicate. I got a show I'm doing with my homie on Pittsburgh to try to talk to their fan base. And hey, King, listen, bro. In my mind, I'm 28 until I start walking up the stairs. In my mind, I'm 28 until my knees get cold. And I'm like, I try to stand up. I promise you this. This channel, Detroit, Syndicate Sports Detroit, man, we going to be the next big thing. And that's just facts. Because I'm going to work hard to make sure I give you that type of content. You're going to get a show as well. But this is what I wanted to do. It took a long time and a lot of adversity, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of me almost quitting. But, man, listen, we just getting started. We just getting started. And we going to give you real content from people, from real people who have integrity, which comes in rare supply on this channel, or not this channel, but this space. I start thinking about something. And again, I want to make sure that people know this. All right? You matter. You matter. I heard something from Good Morning America, and it really kind of sunk with me, right? You matter. If you guys are having any problems, and you need somebody to talk to, there is a number that you can call. But you matter, man. I heard something on Good Morning America, and Michael Strahan, it was Michael Strahan or one of the people, they talked about Twitch. We all know what happened to him, heard yesterday, that sometimes the people who smile the most have the biggest burdens to carry. They're always smiling to appear that they're not overburdened. And I want all of y'all to know that you matter. 100%. Robin Williams. Absolutely. It's been almost 10 years. Not to get all somber, but you know what, y'all? And like I said yesterday, man, again, shout out to Luke G's Field Review, who's been doing this for a long time. And I feel like I have a platform and I need to start doing something. So I'm going to start, y'all know, and we'll wrap it up, man. Y'all know a lot of the stuff that drive me is disrespect and being overlooked and underestimated, underappreciated. And that's going to be like that. That's going to keep me going. But at the same time, you start to realize that little stuff don't matter. It doesn't. Right? I can use that to fuel me. Like Amon-Ra St. Brown. I am him, he is me. I like that. I love that the brother know all 14 that was drafted before him. I love that. I love that he checks to see what they're doing because he wants to make sure he does more. I love that. I love that. However, there are other things that are important, and you are important. All right? 100%. If you're going through something, talk to somebody. You only get one life. And no matter how bad it gets, you only get one. You don't get a redo. So if it gets bad, talk to somebody. Because you don't get a do-over in life. All right? Seriously. I almost lost somebody close to me not too long ago. You only get one, y'all. All right? With that being said, the Lions take care of business on Sunday. Move to 7-7. And the Lions going to the playoffs, man. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to talk it up. Make sure it happens. Subscribe to the channel too, man. Help us get to 900. We on the cusp. And don't forget, keep a lookout for Detroit Lions Forum, man. Joining the team. Has joined the team. It is official. It was official Tuesday. And he is ready to get started. And when that time comes, you will know. All right? Appreciate y'all. Have a good day and a good weekend. And yes, I will get my car fixed tomorrow.